logistics of making sure I pick up everything needed and nothing gets missed or forgotten has been a bit overwhelming. I can't imagine how it must feel for you today. The good news is I don't know if either of us has had time to feel nervous. But I think that proves this is a godly thing and decision. The world tells us to be nervous and afraid of marriage, and I feel neither of that. I know you have put a lot of time and effort into the dress and it will be perfect. I can't wait to celebrate tonight with you and all of our friends and family, especially Mama Jill. After all the celebration, I can't wait for Mexico. A week to unwind and not plan a thing. The only thing we need to decide is what kind of fruity drinks to drink.
Sorry, tired. Oh, you guys ordered appetizers? Yeah, no, we didn't.
We actually did. 35. Are you ready to be tied down?
He's all excited!
Listen, you're
Lastly, I want to tell you how much I love you. It has been amazing to see our growth together over the past 2 years. By the time you read this, we should be about an hour or so from the ceremony in one of the most beautiful churches in Cincinnati. I love you and let's do this. Me.
April 29th, 2017, Brandon, aka the love of my life. As I sit here getting ready for our wedding, it is truly hard to fathom that we are already here. I could not be more excited to finally marry you and become your wife. I can't wait to be able to call you my husband. That's so crazy yet awesome to think about. These past 2 years have been such a whirlwind, but I couldn't imagine spending them with anyone else. You have truly been such a support to not only me, but my family as well. I'm so incredibly glad that God brought us together, and I truly believe He designed you to be perfect, my perfect complement. You've helped me grow so much as a person these past 2 years. You've drawn closer to God and helped push me to stay strong in my faith, even when it wasn't exactly easy. I can't thank you enough for that. I can't wait to marry you and finally live a life of oneness. I am so incredibly excited to live out God's vision for our lives. I know He has such a great plan for our lives, and I'm excited for Him to reveal it. I'll save that rest of the happiness to prevent me from crying this early. I love you so incredibly much, and I can't wait to marry you in a few hours. Love you forever and always.
Hello, my name is Paul Owens, and I welcome and thank you all for gathering here today, April 29th, 2017, at the invitation of Brandon and Emily to share in the joy of their wedding. We're honored to witness the covenant relationship that will begin today as this man and this woman are joined together under God's direction and blessing. Now to the guests. I invite you to respond with "we will" if you will commit to supporting Brandon and Emily as a strong and generous family, loving them both through the ups and downs of marriage, and sharing your wisdom with them as they grow together as a couple. Excellent. Blessed to hear that commitment today. Awesome. Brandon, you're more likely to play basketball in the NBA than to reconnect with Emily the way you did, all right? And Emily, you are more likely to become the President of the United States than to be standing here today doing what we're doing. It's pretty awesome. So the coolest thing about your reactions to those unbelievable odds is that you immediately assumed it wasn't a coincidence. And when we talked, you were just like, this is a God thing. We just knew it in that moment. And despite the past, despite whatever was going on, you're like, hey, I think the Lord's in this. So be encouraged. The Bible is a collection of underdog characters who respond to unbelievable odds with faith in God and connect the dots to tell the greatest against all odds story ever told. As they complete the chord, Ecclesiastes 4:9-12 explains. 2 are better than 1 because they have a good return for their work. If one falls down, his friend can help him up. But pity the man who falls and has no one to help him up. Also, if 2 lie down together, they will keep warm. But how can one keep warm alone? Though one may be overpowered, 2 can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. Okay. Brandon and Emily, by the power vested in me by the state of Ohio and the authority of our Father and King in heaven, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Brandon, you may kiss your bride. I am now honored to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Brandon Henson. All right.
To the depths of the sea, creation's revealing your majesty. From the colors of fall to the fragrance of spring, every creature unique in the song that it sings. Oh.
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Stylin', wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band bout that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah.
Who likes to sleep the most? Okay. She says she does, and he says he does. Here's the next one. Who takes longer to get ready? All right, unanimous there. Who is the messiest? All right, if a meal is needed, who bellies up and cooks it first? Emily's trying to decide. Okay, well then, who calls for carry out first? Who texts the most? Brandon's trying to decide.
I'm just trying to figure out what's behind it.
Okay, you guys are right on that one. And finally, who do you love most in the entire world? There you go. Little Shuley-Wood game here tonight. We're gonna let them get their excuse me.
I knew Brandon had found the person he was searching for. I've had the pleasure of seeing these two grow together to this point of becoming one. It's the quiet times and the knowing looks where you can see how deep their love is. And in those still moments, you see the strength of their commitment. Perhaps what's more beautiful is how they both pursue God with all their heart. And now they will run this race together.
I know about Emily, and the people who do know Emily know about her, and that she cares. She cares in everything she does. And throughout my entire life, she's always cared. She took care of me and my brother when we were babies. We didn't always give her the easiest time, but we tried. But she still took care of us. She took care of us through everything. She takes care of our parents. She loves with her entire heart.
Kind of a background on Brandon and I. So we go back to, we were about 14, 15 years old, playing club soccer, and knowing Brandon from a UC Bearcats message board. So Brandon bumps the Bearcats, or Bob Huggins actually, we should say. So Brandon was this guy on this message board, always talking, and made it sound like he's some 35-year-old dude who knows everything that's going on, and he's got this website and all this stuff. And then I meet him and I'm like, Brandon? He's like some 15-year-old kid on a message board. Okay, well, parted for a few years, both went to different high schools, and then kind of came back together.
As the years march on, like a beating heart, I will live these words till death do us part. 'Cause I have never been so sure of anything before, like I am in this moment here with you. And now for better or for worse, so much more than only words. And I pray
Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance.
We're gonna ask if there's been couples that have been married for 20 or more years. If you've been married for 20 or more, please join the dance floor here tonight. We're gonna ask, we're getting closer to the limit. If you've been married for 5 or more years, if you've been married for 5 or more years, please bring your spouse to the dance floor here tonight. Year. We're going to ask anybody that's been married for 1 or more years to come on down to the dance floor.
Time for the baby. It's baby time.
A lot of newlyweds making their way out here. And finally, we're going to ask your newlyweds to join everyone out here tonight. If we can have Emily and Brandon join your guests here on the dance floor here tonight for this anniversary celebration.
It's like right now. It's like it's like right now. It's like it's like right now. Oh wow. It's my life, your life. Live it once, can't live it twice. So nice. So nice, smooth like a tidal wave. Take you on a getaway.
Come away with me in the night. Come away with me, and I will write you a song. Come away with me on a bus. Come away where they can't tempt us with their lies. And I wanna walk with you on a cloudy day in fields where the yellow grass grows knee high. So won't you try to come away with me, and we'll kiss on a mountain top. Come away with me, and I'll never stop loving you.
Hey, smile.